Hey guys, happy Thursday. Congratulations on completing the mini benchmark. I know some of us were very stressed yesterday. While you're watching this, I'm going to be passing out your own slip that has this entire breakdown. So I'm just going to read through what this says. So your small slip has a performance band, and any of the questions listed here are incorrect responses. So these are the questions that you got wrong. This person only got 2 wrong. Everything that you see here were all of the different standards that were on the test. And it tells you your score for each, so you know literally for which subjects you weren't doing so well on, and for which subjects you're really, really good on. The only 2 grades that I'm putting in the grade book are 10A and 10B, because those go along with living systems. So look at your score. So this person would get 100% in the grade book for both. All right. So 10A and 10B, they might be on a different location in your standards, but just know 10A and 10B, your score, that's what's going in the grade book. A couple of things that I want to remind you of. So I said to look at the performance band. Don't look at the percent, look at the performance band. So there are 4 performance bands: mastered, meets, approaches, and not yet. These are the percentage ranges that you needed to get to earn those bands. In the parentheses are the percentage of that the 9th grade performed on this mini benchmark. Our average altogether was a 57.7%. So for not having a review, for throwing in a bunch of questions that we didn't know, I think we did pretty well. And I think there's a lot of room for us to grow, especially since the STAR exam is going to be about twice as long. So they're going to have even more questions that we need to review. Our goal, just to ground ourselves, our goal is for everyone to earn at least a 60.5% on their STAR exam. That means that you're in just a wonderful, wonderful place. A shout out to students who already earned mastered. So these were the 8 students who earned mastered with no review, nothing. They're just awesome. So if you see them, give them a high five. All right, and tell them good job on their biology exam. All right, so shifting gears, past shout outs. What you are doing is essentially figuring out what you know and what you don't. So that was the purpose of this whole mini benchmark. This is without studying, without anything. What do you know, what do you don't? These are all of the topics in the standards of biology. It's a lot. You know it's a lot that you have to know. So they're broken down in categories. It's just how they group things together. So all you're going to do is assess how you're doing in each category. I'm going to give an example with category 2. So for every question has been aligned to a specific standard. What you are going to do is check whether you got that question right or wrong and determine your score in that category. So I'll give you an example. If I'm looking at category 2, this is item number is question number 17. If I look at my small slip, I know that the questions listed here are only incorrect. So because I don't see 17 here, that means that I got it right. For my purposes, I'm going to write a check mark. Remember, do this in pencil if you're writing along with me, because you have to do this for yourself. Question 14, again, is not on there, so I'm going to write a check mark because I got it right. Number 15 isn't on here. I got it right. Number 10 isn't on here. Got it right. However, number 18 is on here. That means that I got it wrong. That means that I got 4 check marks. I got 4 out of the 5 questions in this category correct. I got a 90%, which means that I mastered. And you can just give yourself a little bit of a smiley face because that's awesome. You're going to do this for every single category. Again, this is going to give you a broad spectrum of what you remembered and what we need to work on, which is totally fine wherever you are. All right, at the end, on the next page, you're going to write your score. So this says 25 out of 27. I'm writing 25 out of 27 because I found it right here. And then I'm going to circle all of the categories that I've mastered. So if I mastered categories 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I would literally circle all of them. It just depends on your score. After you've done this, you're going to use it to complete a reflection. So we need to look back. We need to look on how we've performed this year, how we scored on this benchmark in order to be successful at moving forward. You're going to complete this page front and back. Be very thoughtful, take it seriously. And when you finish, you're going to turn it into me to receive your test. And you're going to complete corrections only for questions in your lowest category. So it should be a maximum of 7 questions that you are completing corrections for. So the things that you're turning into me are the corrections, and your reflection sheet, you can hold on to the breakdown, to the tracker. All right, so please let me know if you have any questions and get started.